So hello and welcome to another episode of Oblak Gaming. Today what we're going to do is just have a little look at what are your key priorities, what are your first steps when you get to the Black Forest. Obviously I'm playing with this new character, but so I got to the Black Forest and the first thing I want to do is find an area of Black Forest where there is some copper and there is a coastline. So initially I was up here. I could find some copper, but I couldn't find a coastline. But or was it down here? But anyway, now I've found copper and a coastline, and what I've done. Your first priority, really, when you get the two first priorities. First up, you want to mine up some copper. You want to mine up some tin, and then you need to find some cores. Now, the cores are in burial chambers. You've seen me do a million of those in my other worlds on, things like my survival, my Iron Man, other things. So you want to be getting your tin, your copper, and you need 5 of these cores. And then when you've got 5 of these cores, you can create one of these. And this is a kiln. Chuck wood in the kiln, creates coal. When you've got enough coal, you can break this down. Now just let me break this down, and then you can actually, with exactly the same materials, build yourself a furnace. And then what you do is you put your coal in the furnace, and then you put your ore in the furnace, like this. And it will start making you metal ingots. Right, so when you've got some metal ingots, you are going to need a forge. So your forge is going to cost you 6 copper. So you need to create a forge. There you go, 6 copper, wood, coal, and stone. Once you've got a forge down, you can actually make a whole bunch of things. You can make your bronze axe, you can make your cultivator, and you can also make the cauldron. Okay, and when you have a cauldron, you can start to cook more interesting things. So you can cook your queen's jam, and once we actually get some carrots, we can cook a couple of other recipes. Now with the cultivator, what you're going to find is as you're running around the Black Forest, you're going to find carrot seeds, and what you want to do is you want to make yourself a cultivator. You can then cultivate the land, boom, boom, and then in cultivatable land you can plant seeds. So what you do is you get your thing, you get your carrot seeds, and you plant your carrots. Then you got to wait. It's approximately 2 days, I think, for them to for the seeds to become carrots. Once you've got carrots, you replant some carrots to get some more. 1 carrot equals 3 seeds. 1 seed equals 1 carrot. So you're going to be looking at building up slowly. So you use maybe half a dozen of these to make your initial ones. Replant the rest. But you do find them quite regularly as you're running around. Then obviously the last priority is once you've got your bronze axe, which you can see I now have. My goal is to go get some fine wood and to start making portals. And portals are going to be your best friend for running around and exploring. These guys have been. There must be a spawn spot somewhere. They're constantly spawning. Oh, come on, stop. Right. So you can get fine wood from a couple of places before you see. This is where I was doing the copper. I'm just going to run across. You do still want to be collecting. You do still want to be collecting the deer skin and the deer meat and the boar meat. If you see blueberries, you want to be grabbing them as well. It's a spawn up there, is it? Yeah. Um, I think just over here there's a little meadows, and I hope there's some pine. There's some. There we go. There's little meadows here, and as you can see, there's a couple of birch trees. Now, birch trees, if you cut them down, will give you, I want to say, 12 pine wood. We'll find out. So, yep, that'll give you 10. They gave me 13 actually. Fine. So, I don't know whether it's random. I'll go cut down another one and tell you. But basically, what you want to get is your initial one portal costs 20 fine wood, and I actually have enough for a couple of portals. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut down enough for 60, actually probably slightly less. So I'm going to drop a portal, and then I am going to come back to it. I'm going to actually go back to the circle, and I'm going to farm up a couple of oak trees there. So birch trees will drop you, as we saw, well, that one was 8. So I guess it's random. Okay, what we got there? 30. So I just need another. I mean, to be honest, I don't need that many more. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one at my base, and then I'm going to go all the way back to the circle here, to my base at the circle, drop a portal here so I can go back anytime I want. And then around here there's going to be some oak trees, and I can farm up some more from oak trees. Oak trees drop much more than the birch. That was my previous base over there, see that? Right, so I'll run back. It's turning night. Then I'll drop one half of my portal. And then I will... Missed him. Yeah, you do want to be still collecting meat, because you are going to be using them for your next set of recipes, and you're also then going to be using them for the feasts. Start picking these as well, because once we've taken the second boss, we're going to be looking for swamps. Now for the second boss, I'm probably going to test it before I get into it with you guys. Oh, is this one done? Probably by the looks of it, surrounded by all the copper. So yeah, I'm gonna probably trial the first boss a couple of times. I'm gonna do a guide on how to take him melee and how to take him with just ranged. With ranged, obviously you can take him with pretty much anything. I do recommend you make the fine wood bow, mainly because it's just more accurate. Oh, I flew away. Mainly because it's just more accurate, honestly, and you don't want to be missing all the time. But also it does do a little bit more damage. As you can see, I've got my little crappy little base over here. I still haven't bothered making a proper base yet. Let me sleep, and then we'll get up and make a portal. Yeah, you lie on the battlefield. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw down portal. I'm going to get my gradable finds. Where did I put them? There they are. 20 of those. As you can see, I've got... So we've got eyes. So I'm just going to throw down a portal, probably around the back of here. Just somewhere nice and tight. And then I'm going to call this circle. And then I can always rebuild the circle later. And then I'm going to dash back to the circle and build the other side. The only thing I really need to take with me is the cores. What I'm going to do there is I'm just going to put some coal down whilst I'm here. I'll set some coal going in the kiln. So yeah, you're going to be multitasking as you go through these. I just had nearly 20. So I'll take that, and then I'll chuck the rest in my boxes. I need to put all the eyes away again, didn't I? Did these grow yet? No, not yet. So I'll just repair my axe. And then I will dash back. I'll speak to you in a sec. So as I was just on my way back, I found some carrot seeds. As you can see here, this is what they look like. Just pick them up and they appear in your thing, and now you can plant them. So I just thought I'd show you that, as I was lucky to find. We got a troll. You know what? I am going to take a troll as we're here. Now, with trolls, what I recommend you do is you get the first shot in like that. And I do recommend you use fire arrows. And I don't know, just maybe my experience, but if you shoot the head, it seems to do more damage. And then run around, wait till he starts to attack, burst to speed, and then try and take a couple of shots. You are going to pick up grade walls as you go. No, it doesn't do more damage, it's just me. So, as I said, I prefer using fire arrows. It's better if you find an area that isn't covered by trees, so you can see what you're doing. So attacks, burst to speed, spin, and stick a couple of arrows in there. It's better if you do this on a full stomach, of course. Come on. I would just keep running, and then once you actually kill him, then deal with the grade wards, because they don't really do that much damage on its own. And after you've killed 2 or 3 of these big boys, you'll have yourself a set along there. If you don't do what I do, then make a couple of chest pieces. As you can see, I've picked up a few of these. Right. So anyway, we took all that. So that was a little bit of excitement there. I stopped to show you some seeds. Ended up taking a troll. So I'll keep going on my path back to the circle, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so there we go. We can see one of the oak trees in the background there. You can really tell the difference from quite a distance. And we're just going to run over there. cut it down, get some fine wood, and then we'll drop down to there. And so I'm also starting to pick up a couple of dandelions. They're not useful still yet, but they will be as soon as I think we find the bogwitch. Not bogwitch, yeah, bogwitch. So these oak trees, if you get lucky and find a couple of, I didn't find any acorns, otherwise that would have been, oops. If you find acorns, you can plant them, so that becomes like a cycle of usefulness. Because these things are going to drop. They take a bit longer to cut down. They do drop a lot of wood. Not that I can actually carry a lot of wood at the moment, because I'm pretty full. As you can see, a lot dropped. And how much did we get? 22, is that all? Okay, fine. Anyway, I'm going to take this pig, and then I'm going to go and hunker down. So we've got our little starter base there. I am going to smash up. I'm just going to drop one wood on the fire so I can sleep. And right, I'm going to drop the portal here. Call it circle. Right, and now we can head back. We're in the inventory. But also, all this old stock that I started building up here, I can start to move it back as well. But I don't know whether I need to at the moment. I can leave it here for now and come back for it later. Once I've actually got my main, once I've got a main base up. Because at the moment I don't have a great location to store my stuff anyway. So I think I'll be probably running around for a bit. So that's basically it. That's main part done. Hopefully when I wake up in the morning, my carrots will be ready, and we'll be able to do a little bit more cooking. And then, but that's your guide. So once you get into the Black Forest, really it's getting your cores from the burial chambers, which you've seen me do many times. There we go. We can get some carrots now, which is awesome. As you're running, you can hold the E key and it will automatically pick them up as you run over them. That's something I didn't know, and I was trying to time it as I was running, which is kind of a little bit silly. Like that. So now we have that. So now, what that'll allow me to do, I haven't got any wood, hang on. There we go. I just throw some fire under here. It's opened up carrot soup, deer stew, and minced meat sauce. So finally we put those necktails to use. I told you to keep them. So the necktails with that, and then I think you have to cook. So where are we at? So that. key is not to burn up all your carrots. Queen's jam 1440, carrot soup is 1545, but I wouldn't burn up all my carrots just yet. I would go with deer. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop a small chest here for food. Under there. And drop those in there, and the necktails in there, because otherwise it will cook them here. So you actually have to cook these first. Okay, sorry, I'm playing another game on my PC. Pro video. Anyway, so let me just show you how that. So we're gonna have a few of those now. I'm gonna make my deer stew. One blueberry, one cooked deer meat, and one carrot. So I'm actually gonna put these in here now. And we are to our next level of food, which is awesome. I will plant a few more carrots, and I will plant some seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the cultivator, and as you can see now I have carrots. It'll allow me to plant carrot seeds. So I'm just going to equip that, and I'm going to plant some carrots. You do need energy to do it, so I better eat, especially as I got to. Okay. I do recommend you put a wall around your farm, because I do believe these creatures will mess up your farm. If they do damage, they can actually mess it up. So especially if there's a troll or something like that, it will damage the planted seeds. So anyway, that's it. Just to summarize again, you got to get your cores, which allows you to make your kiln slash smelter. Then you go out, get yourself some tin and some copper. You then make yourself a cooking pot with the tin, and you make yourself a forge with the copper. And once you've done that, you come round to your forge and you make yourself some bronze. Once you got some bronze, you make yourself a cultivator and an axe. And once you've got your axe and your cultivator, you can go get yourself some fine wood. And with your fine wood and your grey dwarf eyes and your cores, now you have got portals. One thing to remember is you can't take metal through the portal, but otherwise you are golden. So that's the Black Forest. You are basically at this point trying to. You can either make copper armor, or you can build up your troll armor. But you are now prepping for the Elder, and as you can see, I found the Elder. I just haven't got to him yet, so my next step is to go find him. And I'm also going to make myself a fine wood bow. I do need some more fine wood to make the bow, but I would definitely. Well, maybe I don't actually. Maybe I'm good. I'm going to get some core wood. don't have enough core wood to go cut down a couple of pine trees. The fine wood bow is here, and as you can see, pierce 32, whereas the crude bow is only 22, and it is much more accurate. So you will find you don't have to compensate by aiming right up in the air when something's quite a far way away. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. That's your first guide to the Black Forest, and next time we'll be taking on the Elder. If you like what we're doing here, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share with your friends if they're really just getting started in Valheim. Thanks, and have a great day.